Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm making a traditional Swabian dish, lentils with homemade spätzle. This is basically a very simple dish with a few ingredients and a little effort. I use brown mountain lentils for this, but you can also use green lentils. The important thing is they do not have to be soaked beforehand. You can just rinse them and wash them and use them immediately. For the lentils themselves, I only need some vegetables and my homemade vegetable broth. I diced some onions, carrots and some celery, and I season them with salt, pepper and vinegar, and to the broth I add some bay leaves and some sprig of thyme. As a thickening agent I use butter and flour. The onions are going to be sautéed until they get translucent, and then I add the celery and the carrots. I let the vegetables steam for about 2 to 3 minutes and then I can put in the lentils. I fill up the pot with my homemade vegetable broth and then I add the sprigs of thyme and the bay leaves, and then I just wait until everything boils up, and then I can close the lid and let it simmer for about 20 minutes. In the meantime, I'll make the spätzle dough. For this I need 300 grams of spelt flour, 3 medium-sized eggs, a pinch of salt and 150 milliliter of water. This equals 3 portions. The basic recipe for 1 portion though is 100 grams of flour, 1 egg and 50 milliliter of water. I love to use a scale for all my recipes because a scale is just more precise than any measurement tool I know. I seasoned the dough with some nutmeg, but if you don't want that, you can just leave it out. Now I put in the eggs and add some of the water, and then I start mixing everything together. Here I added 1 teaspoon of salt, which I had forgotten, and I continue mixing and adding the water bit by bit. Depending on the size of the eggs, you may need a little bit more or less water, and that's why I just add the water gradually. The dough should be creamy-like, or you may say half liquid. And when I have this creamy semi-liquid batter like this one, I start to beat air into the batter, and I do this for about 3 minutes until I see that the dough starts to form air bubbles. So when I see that the dough is forming air bubbles, then I know that the dough is done. So my lentils are ready as well, and now I melt a little bit of butter, and when it's melted I put in a tablespoon of flour, and then I let it brown for about 2 to 3 minutes until the roux gets a nice golden brownish color and looks like this. Then I deglaze it with the lentil water, and whoops, yeah, that was my camera lens. So now that my vision returns, I want to show you how it looks. It's creamy but still a little bit of lumpy, and I had to stir a little more, and I had to put in some more of the lentil water and stir some more until I got rid of all the lumps and it had gotten nice, smooth and creamy. So I put the roux into my lentils and then I slowly boil it up until it starts thickening. Then I fish out the bay leaves and the thyme, and I season the lentils with white vinegar, pepper and salt. The salted water for the spätzle is boiling and I can start making the spätzle. I use a spätzle press for this, and this is a simple tool to make perfect spätzle in a very short time. I fill the press halfway with the batter and then I close the press. Here you see that the dough runs in thin threads into the salted water. The spätzle need about 1 minute and they are done. You can tell when the spätzle start to float onto the surface, and then they are ready to be taken out. It took me about 3 minutes to make 3 rounds of spätzle, and now it's time to serve them. So that's it for today. I hope you liked this recipe, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you are new to this channel and you like my content, I'd be happy if you support me by subscribing, and don't forget to click on the bell to not miss out on the next videos to come. Thank you for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!